Hello, welcome back to Nadya's Notes. For those of you, yes, I'm trying to. Anyway, hi there, gray hair over there. For those of you waiting for a video today, this might be it. Let me see if I can post one later, because what happens is I had a couple of videos that I was going to post, but then I couldn't find the strength or the motivation to do the titles and descriptions, and it doesn't make sense to post them without the algorithm being able to uh, check the writings to correctly push the videos. That's why I decided to hold them back, because it takes the algorithm at least 24 to 48 hours to do this. So I think I'm going to post this video for you guys right now, and then set up the other videos that were going to get posted for tomorrow and the day after. And I recorded another thing today, but I'm not sure if I like it. That's the whole thing. I record something, then it takes me at least, like, honestly, it takes me more than a day to go back to look at the video to decide if I like what I recorded. Because as you know, I'm recording just stream of consciousness. Like, I think about a topic sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just something that I want to talk about that happened, or just talk about my day. So whatever comes out is whatever it is. So for those of you who like authenticity and a day in the life, that's kind of a lot of the content on this channel. I was very happy that one of the psychology videos really blew up. It's the first video outside of the Meghan Markle videos that are being pushed by YouTube. It's the one about uh, when you are investing more energy into a connection than the other person, that's not a connection. Into a relationship, like, that's more one-sided. I've been thinking about another psychological video that I could record, but that got a little bit scary, because the moment that you get more views than, like, usually the videos are getting like 20-30 views, and I deeply appreciate all of you who watch them. I can't thank you enough, because it makes me want to continue, and it makes me feel excited, and that the content that I'm putting out, essentially sharing my life, matters. And you are the people to whom it matters. So I deeply honor your participation in my life. So, but outside of that, the moment that the advice video got, like, I think it's at maybe 400 views right now, that gets scary. And then I'm like, oops, how do I create a video which is even better, right? So, like, then the inner critic steps up, not just the inner critic, but also the optimizer, and then also kind of like, it becomes scary. Like, psychologically, it becomes scary mostly, I think, because I don't have the resources. Because, like, if I had a team, all of this would be much easier. But I'm doing it alone right now. For years, I was putting off doing this because I didn't have a team. Still don't have a team, and I'm like, okay, at least I'm putting stuff out. That's about it, I guess. I don't even put the good mic in, as you can see. I hope the sound is okay. Now I have to listen to the sound and see if it's okay. Having my cup of coffee, reading a good book, life lessons. I haven't decided how much I like it yet. It's kind of good, but it's also a little bit fluffy. Um, in the sense that I was expecting something more like rigorous. That's what I mean. And this is more like, it's very easy to take in, but I don't know which of the advice in here is fundamentally applicable, or it's just filler. Sorry, huge apologies to the authors. I mean, everyone has their own sense and style, sense of style. But anyway, now this is turning into a full video explaining why there is no video. But this one I hope I will post, because, like, I want to. I miss you guys. I miss posting. I kind of worry that those of you who are coming back every day are, like, worried about me or are missing the content. So that's another reason I want to post. And the algorithm be damned, I guess. I guess the algorithm be damned. I'm trying to make this video 10 minutes. It's right now at 4:50. What else can I tell you in those 10 minutes? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, if you want to hear like domestic things and just like not about the process, but the process of living. Okay, so I have this bag. Do you see how dirty it is? It's a great bag, New Yorker bag. Sorry to show it. That was a spill from coffee or something. Anyway, it needs to get washed. I was going to wash it last week and then I forgot. Uh, Actually, here's really good advice. Sometimes it's really good to wash stuff by hand. For the same reason that it's good to do anything by hand, it's really good for your nervous system. It's calming. It's fine motor movements. Anything that involves fine motor movements, sorry for the noise, is going to calm you down. And also, it's been bothering me that it's dirty. Also, doing small things, like small physical things, gives a great sense of accomplishment. Another thing, reading actual physical books is very satisfying in a way that reading on my phone isn't. And I bet that you probably have a very similar experience. Now I'm like, did I already talk about this in the book video? Oh, the book videos did really well. Maybe I should do a video about which videos did well for myself and for you. Yeah, 6:25. Being super real with you. This video is at 6:25. Okay, what else? Ooh, and I could probably do a whole video on this. I mark up. I mark books up, and I'm using a pencil. My grandmother taught me this. I think it might be better to use a pencil than a highlighter because A, you can erase. B, it doesn't feel like you're completely like tattooing the book. That's it. That's it. Highlighting a text is like giving your book a permanent tattoo. So you have to be really sure that you're ready for that permanent tattoo. The other thing, and if you're not, then use a pencil. The other thing why it's good to use a pencil is that I think it ends up being more organic on the page. It doesn't like scream out at you. And then the other thing that's really good to do is to take notes. So writing a response to the writer on the pages is a way to really think about what you're reading, which you don't get to do if you're just digesting the information. It's like the difference between, oh, and someone told me this recently. Of course, I'm not going to try it right now, but I wish I did. I think that's a lot of what happens to advice online. People give advice, and then you listen to that advice, and you're like, oh my God, that makes total sense. I learned something. This was totally worth it. And then you like never implement it. So was it worth it, or did it just make you feel good in the moment? Think about it. I don't know. Like I started noticing that it just like made me feel good in the moment. And why I'm bringing that up is that so when we're watching YouTube videos, and I love YouTube, that's why I'm on YouTube, that's why I'm posting on YouTube, I love learning from YouTube. But I think in order to really learn from YouTube, you have to do the same thing that you did in the classroom. You have to take notes, and then you have to go over your notes, and then you have to implement what you're learning. Otherwise, you're just entertaining yourself and feeling good in the moment that, like, this advice, I'm, like, really taking it in. Oh, okay, so a friend of mine told me that one of the things that have actually been demonstrated to be beneficial, so if you read a book, retelling of that book, retelling what happened, what the characters were like. I haven't done it. It's great advice. I'm getting flashbacks to my educational career. Like, oh my God, have I not taken enough notes? At the same time, maybe it's time to go back to that lifestyle. Nothing wrong with it. It's quite awesome, and to be able to then share that knowledge with people and hope it improves someone's life. But you never know. That's totally dependent on what the person is after, right? So just like in school, like you can't force a kid to learn. You can't give someone your brain yet. I don't know what's up with Neuralink if that's what they're after, but you never know. It might happen soon. Oops. My napkins are flying about. This is a really good background, and I'm just in a cafe. I'm going to put my cup on it. Yay. so they don't fly away. There's like, I think it's a fan and not air conditioning, but it's like cool enough to be really awesome. And there we go. We just hit the 10-minute mark. I'm just being super honest. I decided I want to make 10-minute videos. And I'm going to say it again. I was making long videos. Maybe I'll go back to that format, but I wasn't getting views. So I'm like, what's the point? Because when I do a longer than 10-minute video, then usually like I'll just talk it all out, and then it ends up being like 30 minutes, and I can only do one video a day. Versus if I do 10-minute videos, this is already video number 2 for today, which gives me like a little bit of leeway in case I don't record a day, and I have videos that I can still post, even though I don't like them. A lot of my videos I don't personally like. Let me know if that happens to you. How many of you don't like the stuff that you do? Like, and I don't even know why. I have a higher standard, and I think it's good because I think it would make the channel more successful if I was able to reach that standard. So while I'm practicing, I'm not practicing my life. I'm practicing like the recording and the posting and the kind of delivery. And so it's totally real. Like, and thank you for being here with me as I'm starting out. But like, of course, I have grand visions of something else. I have grand visions of talking to people who are experts in fields. But then I'm like, they're already talking to other people. So what would my channel really deliver? I don't know. But considering that there's very little, I mean, we're unique. Each one of us is unique because God creates each one of us differently. But, and we all have different life paths. But like, I don't know. The amount of information is limited. How much information we can take in is limited. How much of the stuff that from what we take in and implement is limited. Time is limited. I don't know. All like maybe. Thank you for letting me just like talk to you about this. Maybe as I'm talking about this, it becomes so much easier because I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm trying to control for things that are outside of my control, but I also know that when people are starting their channels, they have a strategy. And usually when you implement a strategy like that, it ends up boosting a channel. And I'm like all over the place. So that's the strategy. Just be like calm as you are. There we go. The Nadya's notes strategy. Calm as you are. There's something about it. So I've had critics who are like, what are you doing? What is this about? Why are you posting this stuff? I'm like, I don't know. I've always wanted to be an actress, always wanted to have my own creative thing, always wanted to create content, always wanted to teach, always loved to learn. This is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. And I'm so happy to be here. Like, the moment I turn on the camera, I glow. I literally glow. And it's been like that for a while. But I grew up like that. I grew up performing. And then when the performative aspect disappeared from my life, I'm like, an in-person performative aspect. Because, like, I still write from time to time. But when I'm not creating, I'm like, for kind of delivering value in that way, I will. Do any of you feel that way? Please put it in the comments. And now we're at 14 minutes, which also means that we're almost at 15 minutes. Thank you for being with me. Oh my God, I should be streaming this stuff. I've never had this idea before. I could really stream. Ooh, that's exciting. And then will take like months for me to actually do it. I don't know how to stream. Okay then. Anyway, very happy to have you here with me. I'm gonna upload and make a title and just release this. And it's going to suffer because I didn't give the algorithm time to kind of do what it needs to do with the video. But at least it will push it out to my subscribers, I think. and I'll only be missing one day. I even considered posting yesterday later, but I was at an event and it like ended after 12, and I was like, what's the point? But that's a self-limitation, isn't it? I impose that limitation on myself versus like just again, there was a reason. The reason I imposed that limitation is because I was like, the algorithm won't have time to do what it needs to do with the video. Very cool. Okay, we're at 15 minutes. I think I'm about done. Thank you for being with me. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, like, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, thanks for being here. Mwah. See you tomorrow.